Omaya deshe, memobi aju memobi akwaba. Eba NDC 360 show you so. Sena munimino we ye jumedi strong kwa. NDC amanyoko ya hyehyɛ. Si ye di bodawro afa enyema bɔne a ɛkɔ wo ye my Ghana mu. Ene nnepa nhyehyɛ pa a yewura His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Otu Franka ma NDC amanyoko Owoma Ghana as far as the upcoming 7 December 2024 election is concerned. And a fourth edition, but this is a special edition. And if you are watching me this evening, it means you are special to be watching this special edition. Jumedie will be live on NDC 360 page or Facebook, NDC 360 official page or X. Dodo on our friend Twitter. We're also streaming live on NDC 360 official on YouTube. And yeah, live on 5 TV stations. Yes, 5 TV stations. What are these stations? Onuya TV, TV XYZ, Angel TV, Loud Silence TV of Kevin Taylor, and Wezo Television. Now, they say the medical treatment special edition. Munim said they be on NDC 360 there. And we start with a recap segment. We move on to Moment of Truth editorial. We do Lest We Forget, and we even do, another segment. But and nam say a special segment in only one segment, Moment of Truth editorial. What are we talking about today? We are talking about justice. We are talking about the rule of law. We are talking about democracy. Ate mwo enyuma yeku ewo Ghana by lawyer penyimu a ye friend no Godfred Yebo Adame, Attorney General and Ministry of Justice. Na watwe mu mate ne ho nsem bebre. NDC amanyoko enra ye Moment of Truth press conference. Ema nsem bia SEC efa the ambulance case a ewo court involving the minority leader of parliament Honorable Ato Forsen. Ye this asem ne ho adanse nyina bae. Ye brem all the audio recording. But ene on NDC 360. Ye jebre. Ne ye nsem no mako. Ya chiri mu. Ya ma all the facts and figures, all the necessary documents. Na wankasa wunim de no. Wankasa obroni se wo ye discerning no. You judge the truth for yourself. Inti ha ene ye ba be yi nsem no mako te sa chede nante. Am akora keto akora atede ye kana se. Mame en kanche na hye ne so se Electoral Commission efiti ase a omoye the friend voter transfer and proxy voters list. Into we Ghana ni a wadi mfie du nwotwe. Na watwere wudin dada e wa abato onwomanimo. But bibi nti wakwa akodi kurufu froso e wo man Ghana mu. Inti wuntumi nto aba e wo bebia wudin wo a emre ni from the 30th of May to the 14th of June. Ubetumi akọ wo District Electoral Commission office. Na wakwa akọ transfer vote no from baby e wo na wuntumi nto aba no to baby asese woti a wodi ujuma ubetumi ato aba. Se bibi nti na abato da 7 December no wuni Ghana ana unya ho nkoto aba. This is the time 30th May to 14th June ko na ko twere wudin wo proxy list ni mu. Na yi nipa a wo pese wo pa wo no se wo si wana mu eto aba edema. Ojebusiafo yen sembre kura munim se ye frame Sami Gemfi mwako amosomfo me ya chia me hene ne kasamafo ma NDC amanyoko. I will be bringing you this special edition of the NDC 360 show. We are talking about the unprofessional and criminal conduct of the Attorney General Godfred Yebo Adame in the ongoing Ato Forsen case. Yebape, we are moving straight into action with the Moment of Truth editorial, and we are bringing you the truth and nothing but the truth. Shall we, mami? Yo, Adeshemamba. So this is the moment of truth editorial. To say the medical tribunal and ne yejibre ne yedinkomo about the criminal and unprofessional conduct of Ghana buying futu for efa mrasem ho ono ne friend Attorney General and the swafwa e was already attending so Minister for Justice Godfred Yeboah Dami. We are bringing you all the facts, we are bringing you the truth and nothing but the truth. Ms. Cheryl said we heard you with Facebook and our YouTube or Twitter. Like, comment and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Say Jumedi no ye fiti as we are not wasting time. And I'm saying only one item agenda no. Meje bre ready as many comments as possible. The good, the bad, all the criticisms, all the positive feedback, because this is not just a platform for NDC, it is a platform for Ghana. Ye way senebeya. Ube hu de ekoso ye my Ghana mo. Na won so wetinya to abapa on the 7th of December 2024. Ha ye ni obi atem, entwe obi adapa. No kre no. The krata documents ne kano. Ye chirichiri mu bi ehu. So that you, a discerning Ghanaian, you can make your own choice and your own decision. And to share the link, comment, like, and we will read your comments. Now, let's move straight to action. We are screen so Papa Odawe, your friend of Godfred Yeboah Dami. He is the Attorney General of Ghana. Now, the here say, Obedi kanya tia se won komo we mu ne say. Enye say NDC for ye num ne keka ye ne ye kasa kwa. Ene nkomo na ye di no efa wo ho, efa me nso me ho. Why? Because it is about justice. Ghana ye wo emra ye de chichiro man, the rule of law. Na sa mra no de esu wom ye mra kunyini pa ya mamra no a 1992 constitution. In that 1992 constitution, article 88, yede yentubi nyina ashe swafo binsa your friend Attorney General and Ministry of Justice ono ne wotumi se obi ye boniti Ghana mra eye criminal a obetumi de nipa kro no akokot. Nti potoka sam ye say the prosecutorial powers of the state are vested in the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice under Article 88 of the 1992 Constitution. Oyobi a Ghana mrane Ghana for yamani to me. He has the power to change your destiny. Okaso odoba ko di court edi wasem a obetumi. Okaso odoba ko to afiase a at least ono ne betumi abo ko adodu wakwa ko gina court. And therefore kwanya sa nipa kro yi ofa so di ne djuma no e wo se wo hia. Because the neighbor to me you could fee, but ochna ebeyewo. Enti sa ato forcing trial ya ekoso high courts. Eya semben. E ho na me satie fi. Ne faraba. Ato forcing trial ya ekoso high courts. Eya semben. E ho na me satie fi. Nefarabai and a DA. What is the background to this case? Come with me. It is going to be a long journey, but every step of the way you're going to learn about things that will shock you and about things that will help you to make an informed decision on this matter. So, as same way in 2009, Emra Omanpenyi Atamels Yesweni in as president. NDC betina konyaso. Ni State of the Nation address e di kan yo kom na hye bedwam eko kenkan ye no. Odi tu dwa se NDC aban anasa mre ne yaba betina konyaso no. Ye wo ensusuye se ye beto ambulances e dia support National Ambulance Service. Na Ghana ni bi kwa wohihie mu no ohia ambulance watimi anya bi. He stated that in the 2009 State of the Nation address.
And I'm saying to already your friend Mr. Richard Jakpa. The company Jakpa Arts Business Limited. And only you trying to JBL. Omo say the omanpenyi atamo sakana no. No say, oh, okay. You're a businessman. Yeah, so you're into consultancy, imports and exports of goods. And the coin ben so and you bet to me afa boa ama on my Ghana enya ambulance ni bi. Na yeso ye ne aban na ya business na yeso ye nya sika. Into Roger Pay like the command Ministry of Health. Sambrana Honorable Alban Sumana Backben and then Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament on a Minister for Health. So you can see that on your screen. Now, Abusiafo, ni proposal Mr. Jakpa de command Ministry of Health no. Wan ko kan keke se aban ma me kwan na menye men supply ambulances there bi. I say, oh, ya te so mampanyi mails say. O nsusu ye say o my Ghana timi to ambulances. Impren so aban se onisika. A wo de beto ambulance no. Samre no na mo be kaya Ghana wa ho kiremu aban foforo aba ye implement single spine policy. So we were complaining say nyema mu ede. So Mr. Jakpa den proposal come aban no say there be. Me metimi supply ambulance no but mu ni sika abodi betua. But my bank a Stanbic Bank. And Stanbic Bank I crowd say. So I buy ebe yuzu yen e de ato ambulance na omo be ma buy besia. Na buy yuzu besia no over a 3-year period e de atu ambulance ne ka. Enti Mr. Jakpa say me metimi akopɛ 200 ambulances number. Me ne me partners. Na me de buy na buy sika na mudi betua. Me bank Stanbic I crowd so omo mamo besia. Na besia no parliament jitum bibia mo je besia no e de atu ambulance ne ka. Na Stanbic for ma buy enfie miensa aban no e di betua besia no. This was his proposal. Now Sam Reno Attorney General no tia konwa so. O hwehwe proposal ni mu Ministry of Health for request omo de bre aban nyina o mampanyi no hu say oh edimu pa enti o ma ho kwan say yemma Mr. Jakpa the company aye from Jakpa at Business Limited JBL for kwan na omomo aban na aban nya 200 ambulances. So the Attorney General cleared it enti loan agreement Mr. Jakpa Bank stand before years omo de boa o man no Parliament and the cabinet eji loan no etu. And until Parliament approval loan ewie. Sisi Ghana, Owura Jakpa ne the company aboa yen. Yenya besia. Se yekoto ambulance na ye di betua. Na yenya mmere mfie miensa. E di atua ambulances ne ka. Now Jakpa or Ghana near the business for Ghana on your ambulance. It is the proposal Alabama Dia to Mudia. Now was say Okopepe partner or no ye ambulance. It's your company there or more Dubai. You're from Big C LLC Trading. Big C. Trinity asa. No say okay, many are buying iron share and Tiasia ye Juma. Ya koye nim me bank Stanbic Bank for your crowd or some mobile. Into most of your ambulance, I might GD where be bremwe. You're a reputable company. Therefore, the partner na ye mu local agents. Na aban to ambulance na wa fire squad to ambulance no. So aban to am car ye yaje a percentage. Na aban no e the Stanbic bosia no etu am car yaje a percentage. Na aban yaje mre mfie miensa e de etua saka no. So they sign an agency agreement with Big C. Now for by December 19th December 2012 and Big C and a Ghana buying a signed contract. A Ghana buying some as a Big C for supplying 200 ambulances and other accessories to government. She date 19th December 2012. But answer krana a buying Big C best sign our contract we know. Na a buying a cabinet approval on 22nd December 2011 to the deal. na parliament approve stamp big for omo term sheet omo loan agreement the friend financing agreement no omo approve on 1st November 2012 oko check parliamentary hands ada wo na ye ko yenimi moment of truth there when you see two mra ni atresie we will give you the evidence. So cabinet approval 22nd December 2011, parliamentary approval of the financing agreement 1st November 2012. Yonko yeni. Now yes sign contract ni wie ye pe no na e kire say aban asudi a e wo contract ni na was aban ye aban asudi ni sen ambulances ehye adwumayiko from National Ambulance Service ase sa adwumayiko no mo hye Ministry of Health so asoya ehwe yapomudin ya yarehwe so Ministry of Health ase it's the Ministry of Health ena assign sa contract. But Ministry of Health for Nisika, because I'm running medical chimney here by no mind one here. And our agreement now is big C for sign and the say Ghana so ye share or Mexico so Ministry of Finance. And was so ye say omokope letter of credit. And the Emma big C for and son a big C for you at the ambulance no abrayen. Mamenche bibi mu yaka letter of credit e dia de. Letter of credit eye ginemu tumi krata oto ade afiro bi ho uni sika wodi betua ne ka anase woni na ye nhyehyeye se ade no me pese wode breme ema me hu ana me pese wo hyepe ade ne breme there are always conditions ansa na me de usika ama wo enu nti di pa kwado se okay na ade ne me yewe na me de ba na wantue o se okay de ebe ye ni mema o tumi krata ye friend a letter of credit. Condition wo mu say wo ye ambulance no na wonya shepe no fa nsuo so say e ba me hope now the bill of lading kan ho edi adanse say wa shepe product na bre me pa sakrata me dia ma wa edi aginamu na ayese guarantee wo betumi bi akọ me bank so na wakọ akọ sika na free me bank so eti eye guarantee enye sika enye payment. It only becomes first of all it is a security with condition precedent. When the condition precedents are fulfilled, then nipa chrono seller no can activate it for Nisika. And there were agreements in the Ministry of Finance. There is a letter of credit I'm a big C for every 50 of the 200 ambulances. In the contract ni achemu 9, 50 biano one letter of credit. Ebe drew na problem bi anymore. Na abayansan raise another letter of credit. Ambulance ni godru na big C for akọ cash musika. No masa abayansan so raise another letter of credit to Ministry of Finance. 50 ni bedru na big C for akọ cash musika sa na hyehyeye ne tie. Now Ministry of Finance for ano mo sa asudie no. Omu delay pa. Nam sikasem ahokyira na o man ni womunti no. Letter of credit and was a reason the Ministry of Finance delay. Ministry of Health to susu nisika. Enti ekoye problem aban. Edu baby kra no Ministry of Health for decide say ambulance ne kra no. Ye nyai because sika ni ho. Na way lead to akasa maintain me ho ase between Big C and government of Ghana. Because the Big C for kind say only assign contract away. Cabinet approve, Parliament approve. Contract le wo mu say ye yemfa ye sika nkoye ambulance no. What the ane say over my letter of credit. Na ye shepe ambulance le bro ne bro bill of lading akoka sika no. Ya boka afiti ase aye ambulance no. Nti ene samosi MPP for say o man nti mu ni sika. Untimi ntwe hu free contract ni mu. Anya say dem obekọ court. So as you can see on the screen, you see after back and forth disagreements over the performance of the contracts, the lawyers for Big C served a notice on the Attorney General threatening to sue government of Ghana for breach of contracts. The Attorney General rendered a legal opinion. Some men of Ghana, a by lawyer penny Attorney General, or tre krata FSM will. Anna or Chile say Big C for letter or mode abre abaini. The Ministry of Health for person move through agreement because I buy nisika. Na yes apa omo de yebeko court. As a buy lawyer penny was or was sudie say or say abayi nya judgment debts Biano. The all you say, the oppressor way say utu abayfo on what the government needs to do. That legal opinion from the Attorney General is very, very important in this matter. And that letter is dated 2nd May 2014. Now, Ubehu letter on the screen, producer, you can give us that letter. And it's important, and that is why I want you to see this letter for yourself. Now, Mizumino, no, producer, this is not a letter. I am talking about Exhibit X. Exhibit X. Give me Exhibit X. Exhibit X is the letter from the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Samreni Deputy Dr. Akrugutinga Ayine. A futua or the man abaino efa sa wentwi ana ekosonimo. Producer, I still need Exhibit X. Exhibit X. Give me Exhibit X. That is the first document. Exhibit X is the 2nd May letter. Thank you very much. This is Exhibit X. Now, you can see May 2nd, 2014. The Honorable Minister of Health, Accra. Dear Honorable Minister, let me zoom it so that the cameras can pick and you can see. I say, agreement between Big C General Trading LLC and the government of Ghana. Now, the letter reads, we write in respect of notice of intention to sue, which we have received from the lawyers for Big C General Trading LLC in relation to an agreement dated 19 December 2012. It is the executed between the government of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Health, the purchaser, and Big C General Trading LLC. Now, according to lawyers for Big C General Trading LLC, under the said agreement, the supplier was to deliver to the purchaser, Ghana by 200 ambulances, provide maintenance services, and to train personnel of the purchaser. And the purchaser was also expected to pay total sum of 15,800,000 euros, 15.8 million euros, as the price of the 200 Mercedes-Benz ambulances at a unit cost of 79,000 euros. The purchaser was also expected to raise letters of credit. The purchaser Ghana buying. Just have the capture on evidence in it. The purchaser was also expected to raise letters of credit for the benefit of the supplier. Letters of credit were to be established upon the signing of the agreement for every 50 of the ambulances. 25% of the contract price of the goods had to be paid upon delivery of each batch of 50 ambulances. They may capture on what this adansieni. Now, Shehan Sumame, the lawyers further allege that as part of the terms of the agreement, the purchaser was expected to undertake pre-shipment inspection. Now, let me go forward. Now, Attorney General Nekas, I say we have reviewed the notice of intention to sue. Kratana Big C for the Abasomo de Ghana court or no washim. And accompanying documentation, and have no reason not to believe the facts alleged in their letter. The lawyers have provided this office with evidence of governmental approvals obtained for this transaction in accordance with Clause 8 of the said agreement, which says that the contract shall be effective upon obtaining all governmental approvals and upon signing of the agreement by the parties. Now, he goes on and on and on. I'll show you the last paragraph of this letter. We wish to further place on record our view that in the peculiar circumstances of this case, we will be seriously challenged in putting up a defense in court in the event of an action being filed by the lawyers for Big C General Trading LLC. Consequently, in case your ministry is desirous of settling this matter without recourse to the court action, we advise strongly that you invoke the dispute resolution clause that provides for an amicable settlement through negotiation, failing which you may refer the matter to arbitration. Now, producer, go back to my presentation. It has me capture the 2nd May 2014. aban lawyer penyi say sa ambulance na Big C for ye no mwanye Ministry of Finance anye letter of credit na ma no a Big C for de court no oni ade bia obetumi aka etwetwa age aban because agreement na clear e de kakese beba iti da say wo be mo maye ambulance no na makope letter of credit as the agreement requires no many musika upon shipping and serving you with a bill of lading and answer bopa mu kusiesie so a e che say car company na bobia no betua enti when a man Minister of Finance at the time Honorable Setepe or doing one of say there be yentimi ntina wo mo man mbokasa o man no wa ho kire mu de be kwan bia so ye be pay letter of credit ni bi e de ama Big C for enti on the 18th of July 2014 the former Minister for Finance Honorable Setepe or track krata koma Big C for say ye pamacho munya abotre letter of credit no eba medical actual letter of credit anymore. Now producer give me Elizabeth AK Honorable Setepe letter or tray no Elizabeth AK and then the documents and juma everything I can be and will give you the documents. Now this letter, as you can see from the screen, producer. Okay, this letter, as you can see from the screen, is dated 18 July 2014. Addressed to Big C on the letterhead of Ministry of Finance. Or say rate agreement between Big C General Trading LLC and the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Health, for the supply of 200 Mercedes-Benz ambulances and related services. As a reference is made to your letter dated 17 July 2014 in respect of the above mentioned subject matter. The Ministry of Finance, would like to inform you that it is in the process of finalizing the loan agreement between Government of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Finance, and Stanbic Bank for an amount of 15.8 million euros. This will enable the establishment of the letters of credit as per clause 4 of the payment terms of the supply agreement dated 19 December 2012. Executed between the Government of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Health, the purchaser, and Big C for the supply of 200 Mercedes-Benz ambulances and related service. Please revert to us if you have any issues. This is a letter signed by Honorable Setepe, Minister for Finance. Minister for Finance. It's no letter come Big C for munyanto boase aban ye letters of credit no ebeba nti ambulance no ye beje enyeka mansun bi ani ho judgment debt bi ani ho. Now producer, let's go back to the presentation again. Let's go back to the presentation. Now for after say Finance Minister a letter on 18 July 2014 we you know hana assembly wono and the Deputy Finance Minister obi say una ye na to force in bemu ni deputy a oye ne boafo on the 7th of August 2014 o tre letter ekoma Bank of Ghana the boss ne ka say on tre letter no just on the authority of the boss. That is his case in court. That is his view, and that is the position of the NDC. Say, and the boss, Honorable Setepe, and the man authority say, should let the Bank of Ghana for say, letters of credit, or more establishing in favor of Big C. At all force. This is the letter the entire case is based on. The producer, Mamesa letter, no, exhibit A, I believe. Yes, this is the letter. The letter is dated 7th August 2014. Now, the title is Request for Establishment of Letters of Credit in Favor of Big C LLC and the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Health, for the supply of 200 Mercedes-Benz ambulance and related services. Shall also say contract where Ministry of Health for the ambulance. Ministry of Finance, where you man say, to me, letter of credit, no, or pay. Na yaka. So this is the letter to force in route. We make reference to the supply agreement between the Government of the Republic of Ghana, acting through the Ministry of Health and Big C Trading LLC for the supply of 200 Mercedes-Benz ambulances and related services. The Ministry of Finance is urgently requesting you to establish the letters of credit for the supply of 50. So we can say first 50 beyond the letters of credit for the supply of 50 ambulances amounting to 3.9 million euros, representing 25% of the contract sum, while arrangements are being made to perfect and sign the loan agreement. The letter of credit should be established in favor of Big C. Inti Atoforsen ne NSI Honorable Case Atoforsen, Deputy Minister for Minister Shenenso. He signed for the minister. Producer, back to the presentation. So this is the letter Honorable Atoforsen, you know. Now, after this, Honorable Atoforsen wrote another letter, Exhibit B1, to the controller, say on transfer CKB to Big C4, and also a train on the authority of his boss, Finance Minister Honorable Setekpe. So as you can see on the screen, I said the letter Atoforsen wrote to the Bank of Ghana, and the subsequent letter to the Controller and Accountant General dated 12 August 2014 were in line with government's obligations under the contract. Attorney General Akan. So by was the obligation to do the letter of credit. Atoforsen Wantomra. In line with the obligations of government under the contract, the legally binding advice of the Attorney General a foot 2 hour they might bind a money letter of credit and yes a kabeba. And on the authority of his boss, the then finance minister. That is our position. That is the position. Now, producer, give me the second letter Honorable Atoforsen wrote. This is moment of truth where we give you the truth and nothing but the truth. Yet tumra ni achire usie. No one will say, and now when I buy a new din komono, you can producer can give me the second letter to the controller. That second letter was what Honorable Atoforsen wrote to the controller, said transfer money to Big C and also sono or treye on the authority of the boss, the finance minister. Now you can see the letter on the screen, 12 August 2014. Request for letters of credit in favor of Big C Trading LLC and the Republic of Ghana, blah blah blah. I'll say authority is hereby conveyed to you to release a sum of 806,000 cedis, 688, 0.75 pesos, to the Minister for Health to enable him pay the bank charges covering the establishment of the letter of credit for the supply of 50 Mercedes-Benz ambulance and related services. Letter of credit no kwa koya ekawo ho. Inti osantre letter Emma controller say, sa cost of establishing the letter of credit no. Monfama Ministry of Health for na omuntu minye. And that letter again was signed by Honorable Kesel Atoforsen, Deputy Minister for Minister. He signed it for the minister. Now Shebibinso, letters are Honorable Atoforsen sign mienu ni nyina no. Adewe is very important. Adewe yesi. Adewe. Wait. This is the seal of the Minister of Finance. You can seal it. This, when you're friend to me, ashen so dear. Minister of Finance, Ghana, how no what to me and son ye betu me yisi kai free Ghana for two muno. I just on one man who answer. Until let Tebeko controller will be assess a seal way in Sisua controller untia. Who bet me a Minister of Finance yere neba ne deputy. Oye or Mampenyi crowd of Ghana now let controller na seal way in Sisua untia. Once you seal this seal, it means the minister, only he has the seal. Seal no on a personal secretary. Once you see this seal on a letter, it means the minister said the letter should go to controller. And that is the only reason why the controller will pay. So you can see the seal. Producer Mame exhibit A, first letter, Honorable Atoforsen. And I want you to see the seal here too. This is the first letter. Producer, don't worry. This is the first letter. Dated 7th August 2014 or trade to Bank of Ghana. Atoforsen trade to Bank of Ghana for letters of credit to be issued. Signed for the minister. Again, see the seal. The seal is here. This is the seal of the finance minister. So I very material. And as we go along over here, so now back to the presentation. So Atoforsen role a work transaction these two letters. Writing a letter to the Bank of Ghana to establish a letter of credit for and on behalf of his minister who authorized him to do so, and seal na shenso de ni tumi ashenso de siso. The same for the second letter to controller. Say omuntua a car and a sika Ministry of Health for here to establish that letter of credit. Now, asem the background na media ma on afi do asem ni mosuko. Say the ato force ye nyina ani dia ene ye enti na yewura Godfred amene aben yi di na kwa kogina court. Na kwa edu ben kra na ye dia bono. You say, what are the charges that Attorney General Godfred Dame has proffered against Honorable Atoforsen in court? Charges in a way. And me, as I say, court, it means me because I'm a lawyer and I know the law. The court has given a ruling on this matter. And yet the ruling on the application for submission of no case to answer. In that ruling, at page 5 and 8, you will see clearly what the case of the Attorney General is. Producer, give me that ruling. Now, you know ruling, you must go. He said, the Honorable Atoforsen ye any dia. And yeah, quite do ben ye diabono court, no bonne ben Atoforsen, aye. A banya dia Atoforsen minority leader, Aquaco Jina court, almost say, why dear? Quite do me saying, producer, relax for me. Now, let's go. I want to show you something. When we say, me kind court documents, me, and yes, I'm a document. In the Superior Court of Judicature in the High Court of Justice, Financial and Economic Crime Division 2, held in Accra on Friday, the 30th of May, 30th day of March 2023, before her ladyship, Justice Efiasewa Saribuche, Mrs. J. sitting as an additional High Court judge. Suit number BBNE. Now, Obaha. The ruling. So this is a ruling of the courts. Yama ruling area, and that is why I want to educate you about the ruling. Now, page 5. Ube hunkwaduna abain ediabo Honorable Atoforsen. Count 1. Any. Shemame. Let me zoom it for you. Now, wait me who be kama. Almost Atoforsen boni awaye ni o ubi anhweniye. Statement offense. Willfully causing financial loss to the Republic contrary to section 179A3A of the Criminal Offences Act 1960, Act 29. Particulars of offense, such as offense in the muni. The kind of protocol we are the baby tree. Or the case Atoforsen between August 2014 and April 2016 in Accra, in the Greater Accra region of the Republic of Ghana, willfully caused financial loss of 2,370,000 euros to the Republic by authorizing irrevocable letters of credit valued at 3,950,000 euros to be established, out of which payments amounting to 2,370,000 euros were made to Big C General Trading Limited of Dubai for the supply of vehicles, purporting to be ambulances without due course and authorization. Atoforsen bonia anakwadu ayede abono no mienu bakuni. Aban lawyer penyi Godfred Dame say Atoforsen wo tre letter koma Bank of Ghana. Say omonye letter of credit at a cost of 3.9 million euros. Say sika no aban yetuamu 2.3 million euros dada. Na mutua aye for cars bi vehicles bi a mo na mo say ambulance so anya ambulance. But happen here, or see Atoforsen interest no without due course and authorization. Also, be anywhere or ma Atoforsen to me, so one interest a letter no, or no one then petre a bank case no bakuni. Now, page 8, yanko the second charge against Honorable Atoforsen. This is the ruling of the trial court. Now, count 5. Intentionally, the other counts I'm not reading are about other accused persons. That is why I'm jumping. With regards to Honorable Atoforsen, it is count 1 and count 5. But I can't count 1 actually. You can count 5. Or say, intentionally misapplying public property contrary to section 1(2) of the Public Property Protection Act 1977 SMCD 140. Encheche Munini. Case Atoforsen between 2014 and 2016 in Accra the Greater Accra region of the Republic of Ghana, intentionally misapplied the sum of 2.3 million euros being public property by causing irrevocable letters of credit to be established against the budget of the Ministry of Health in favor of Big C General Trading Limited of Dubai for the supply of vehicles purporting to be ambulances without due cause and authorization. I have to almost say without due cause and authorization. Vehicles purporting to be ambulances. This is the case. Producer, back to the presentation. Kwadua abayno ediabo onabo Atoforsen. Na me betchrew Atoforsen, so what is his defense? What is the kernel of Atoforsen's defense? Oyi asem ya no saying. Asem na wo court na me chechuru. Ye muwa bibia. Court nko na ebetimi abua de odi bem, de odi fo. The all kind of credit, the on kind of credit. But we have every right to comment and explain to you. You will know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. What is the crux of the defense of Atoforsen? Back to the ruling. Back to the ruling. Page 16 and page 17. Back to the ruling. You caught the ruling making kind of with page 16 to 17. Uba say, Judge, you know, in a very nice way, was summarizing Atoforsen and then a lawyer for Omanu Disem to the courts. Why they think Assembly a Yemugu Atoforsen has no case to answer. Now let me read this to you. I said Dr. Bamba, Aziz Bamba, is a lawyer of Atoforsen, argues in essence that the prosecution has failed to establish a prima facie case against his client. Honorable Atoforsen lawyer say, a buying case against Atoforsen, the gravamen of the argument advanced on behalf of A1, which is Atoforsen, is that the letters that form the basis of the charges against A1, quote, are the acts of the Minister of Finance and factually and legally attributable to him and not the personal acts of A1, which is Atoforsen, unquote. He discusses the evidence that shows that the Minister of Finance, at the time on whose behalf A1 be Honorable Atoforsen, had acted, had confirmed, especially per Exhibit 5 for A1, that the letters of credits, Exhibits A and B1, had been set upon behalf of the ministry with due authority from the minister, whom he was only assisting in accordance with Article 71 of the 1992 Constitution. Now, Otwazo said, even then, it is argued on behalf of A1 Atoforsen that the letters of credit are only converted into funds for payment upon certain conditions being met, which would not in essence be in the control of A1, and that in such circumstances, the loss incurred, if any, should not be traceable to A1. Dr. Bamba also argues that the matter of parliamentary approval, okay, this is a different matter. So, Midibesia, what Honorable Atoforsen through his lawyers are telling the court, and they say, Honorable Atoforsen letter with train, and the boss. Producer, stay with me, just let the ruling be on. Or say, and the boss, and a man, the coin say, on trace akratan. These are his acts. It is to be a bonimpo and Atoforsen yet, because the boss, the man, authority, that is his case. Again, also let no one the boss cast a one train, Bonibia is say. Letter of credits and your payments a security with conditions. So conditions, you know, you're for failure and son and the pakrobit me akwa cash sikano. What were the conditions in this case? Conditions they say big C for their ambulance no. Na abaya kwa ye pre-shipment inspection. Akwa say ambulance aye order ye no and one o maye. No munya ship ambulance no no send the bill of lading ma abaya ansa. Na omatimi akwa cash letter of credit no. When na said yes so kwa ye pre-shipment inspection ya Atoforsen a Ministry of Health. It is a Chimatobi, how do you trace that to Atoforsen? But my lady, the judge, you know, I share assembly munuye, you know. And also there be Dr. Aziz Bamba. Assembly a judgment, so where submission of no case. The burden of proof. And yet for the states, Godfred, and you are bound to prove beyond reasonable doubt that Atoforsen are born. The burden of proof is to establish a prima facie case, and there is a case to answer. Intimate no one na dear ti ameno wonya adwen no judge ne kan na judge na chirem what the main issue for determination is. Asem na ekoso wo court no pesa wote ase a judge na bone tofa in this ruling what the main issue is. Now on page 42 the judge rules on the matter. Okay? He says that also further there is the issue, let me zoom it for you. Further there is the issue of what authority the first accused exercised when he asks for the LCs to be issued. It is a case of the prosecution that the LCs were issued without due cause and authorization. They are buying a Godfred to force new authorization. The prosecution is stating that A1 had no authority, has stated among others that the agreement that culminated in the delivery of the defective ambulances, which cannot be used in the condition that it is on the part of A1, that it is. So what should we say? Attorney General can say, to force letter no train no need to me to write it to be a man as a coin. Ambulances is why the letter of credit now no. It cannot be used in the condition it is. Let's just say a kaba. On the part of A1, he insists that he had the authority of the Minister of Finance, whose deputy he was, to issue the request. That said, however, the law is quite clear that where a negative averment is made, in this case, that A1 acted without authority, and there is a positive one, the onus is on the one making the positive assertion to prove the positive. The law is quite clear that the party who makes a positive assertion must offer positive proof of same, because he who denies a fact cannot produce the proof. So judge may say, at first, when I also authority, you are asserting the positive. But for that, who new authority, he's asserting the negative. What for us when I was to be say, they are dance here by say now authority, so you must prove it. So that is the issue. And I will just read the final part for us. On the need for proof of positive averments, please see also, he gives you more cases here. And then he says, in such circumstances, it is for A1, Atoforsen, to adduce evidence to show that he had authority. The burden on the accused person, however, is not as high as that of the prosecution. The accused only needs to raise a reasonable doubt. Honorable Atoforsen, judge, and they say, there was all and say, or raising reasonable doubt, my court said he could have had authority. This is the main issue for determination in courts. Now, let's go back to the presentation. If this is what the court is saying is the main issue, whether or not Atoforsen letter no train he had authority or not, Atoforsen say, I wrote a letter as deputy minister, signed for my minister. I had his authority. Godfred ameso boakra that won new authority bia huti. Judge and say, Atok so also authority, come and prove it. And unti Yan kohwe se tekpe ya asem yifa ne hu so no na ma authority and our authority no. Yan kohwe na asem a waka ne court. The media has published his testimony, but I will not read media reports to you. I'm going to read to you his witness statement, said Tekpe's witness statement, paragraph 8 and 11 of the Onoa Kano Court, Afasa Assembly. Papa no ye Minister of Finance na. Aban lawyer Penny Godfred, I say, well, man, to force the authority via, to force a trail letter no. So let me show you the title. This is the witness statement of Sir Tekpe, our court stamp. I shall so dear in the season. Muntie de Sir Tekpe aka. I have been shown copies of Exhibit A and B1. Exhibit A and B1. A near letter na to force in the country to Bank of Ghana. B1 a letter no tre comma controller. So I have been shown copies of Exhibit A and B1, which I understand constitute the basis of the case against A1 at Atoforsen. Exhibit A and B1 are written on the letterhead of the Ministry of Finance and signed by A1 for the Minister of Finance. The letter to the Bank of Ghana requesting the setting up of the letters of credit emanated from the Ministry of Finance and had producer Mami Zumu and had my full authorization. And down. Had my full authorization, not partial authorization, full authorization. Paragraph 11. As stated earlier, I authorize A1 to sign Exhibit A and B1. I wish to confirm that I signed Exhibit AK. Exhibit AK, Honorable Setepe letter now BC for say, Big C for say, Munyanto was I'm working on the letter of credit. I signed Exhibit AK in July 2014. At the time, the Ministry of Finance was hopeful it will be able to revive the Stanbic facility to finance the purchase of the ambulances. In fact, I wish to add that before the Ministry of Finance requested the Bank of Ghana through Exhibit A to set up the letters of credit for the ambulance, the Ministry had received a copy of Exhibit AK from the office of the Attorney General. And the Ochemu said, "Me Attorney General of Futu the man me letter no to go and assure Big C for me na me can't to force entry letter no." It's to force why but no one can say he didn't have cause or authorization. This is what Setepe said. Producer, I won't even go to the JACPA witness statement. This is enough. Let's go back to the presentation. So if the entire case, next time to force your trail letter, this is establish a letter of credit. Now only cause or authorization. Now the boss will say, me na me man authorization. Godfred, that means a china to force a wobua. Now Setepe fa letter ben or trema to force and so on go letter. Don't for letter. Now, minister, I can't change the deputy minister so I just want to letter manazana. I say what you doing. But the here partner say, producer, give me the letter out of forcing wrote Exhibit A. The seal of the Minister of Finance on the letter is the evidence of the authorization. Because say take and authorizing no and be out of forcing ye de kwadu ato no sunti no ba be defending na. What about the seal? The seal is the evidence of the authorization. This is the seal. Producer, this is the seal. If you can give me the letter again, producer. I want the 7th. I want them to see the seal. And you say, Setepe de nano na aka keke. Ato sign for the minister. And this is the seal of the minister. Chenchina say you didn't have authorization. I said, no. It's about authorization. Let's go back to the presentation. I'll quickly rush you through. You be do the kernel of the case and also say, yeah. Now, I was for Attorney General, apart from authorization, you quite do for us on the say, cars, ambulances now, you're toy and based on the letters of credit. Or say, vehicles purporting to be ambulances. Who's the MPP for? I'm so we are trotro. Now, she need trotro. And the other person has a cars now, trotro. Producer, give me the pictures. Let's see the pictures. And again, Opa Parliament House. Who do Parliament House on Sandy Fan? Car park now one amount for parking. Nobody see a parking ambulances. They have been there for a long time. Ambulances, nini. Remember, much way a trotro. The muhunu sui. Producer. Abontini or ambulance na bontini. Inside ni. When don't say a vehicles purporting to be ambulances. These are the pictures. Everything is here. These are the pictures. So clearly they were not. But what actually is the problem with the ambulance? Yes, there were problems with the ambulance. We are candid to tell you what the problem with the ambulances are. Buying Godfred, I mean, the dancing you then call court or National Ambulance Service. Now, dance here wedding in court, the ruling, the submission of no case ruling, it is there. I'm going to give you that. The producer, give me the relevant pages. I'm going to show you the problem now. Almost the ambulance, no, a trot. She mean the Omaka radio, so no, may travel the Omaka kind of courts. Yes, say, or town for Yawasa, no, what pan. So be say, or time wa and found one the obey. No, I want the submission of no case ruling. Good. The ruling I was reading. The submission of no case ruling. I want to show you in court. Ambulance no, I've shown you the pictures. But let's go and listen to what they have said in court. The ruling I was reading. on the submission of no case. My kind of force in case. Good, this is it. Now, producer, give me the relevant pages. All right. You can just give me the relevant pages in my ear. I will just scroll there. No. We want you to see the evidence. The pages. Okay. Now, page 37. Very important. Page 37. You have a problem. Almost say a war ambulances. This a court of kata and just a median eka. Or one casa no more some more catch a court. Maybe a kayak. Now, I have an ambulance. No, a trotra, Munina Mubi be ewaha. No creatrudu, Nieka, this is the moment of truth. Special edition of NDC 360. Now, Muntie Eha. PW1, Fishing Witness 1. Attorney General and the dancing new deacon friend as ceremony. Your friend Dr. Anson Bridger stated that there were defects with the vehicles when the team from the NAS, National Ambulance Service, inspected them. His testimony on the 31st of May 2022 included the following. Problems almost a ambulance no muntie trotron eni muntie. Omo dancing prosecution witness 1 muntie. Also we went round all the ambulances, opened all the doors, the bonus as a way of going to start our inspection. We started the inspection from the exterior part of the body, and these were our observations. A, we observed that the red, gold, green colors were not properly done in the sense that the ends were loose and there were airbags, which means they can easily be peeled off. Quite do you know? The entire ambulance, that boy, ambulance, the red, gold, green, now, stickers now, almost say, and from the stickers, the cheap. It is a red, gold, green, and you need a bohono. Obi betting peeling off easily because I say I'm fan tareho. Defect number 1, we into the ambulance near Trotron, Muntie, Court Assembly, Muntie. Also, we observed that there were no working lights which could be used during nights for operations. Almost will be that ambulance near an operation. Lights be anywhere, and I did an operation. Trotron was some here canoe, BNTB. We also observed that the word ambulance, which is supposed to be written in reverse order on the bonnet, was also not there. Almost was like a tre ambulance bonnet and so young tre. The ambulance being written in reverse on the bonnet enables the vehicle ahead of the ambulance the opportunity to view the mirror to see there is an ambulance committee. We also observed that the ambulance emergency number, which was at that time 193, was also not written at the back of the ambulance on top of the doors. 193 no so no ambulance no. Then we moved. It's where we are Bonten Fort no. By inside. Then we moved into the patient compartment. These were our observations. We observed that the patient trolley no, was too low. And also, it was not running on the trolley platform, which means the wheels on the trolley can wear the floor of the ambulance. And just a trolley, no trolley, but I say wheels, no trolley, no wheels, no. Never form the door into your mupia, a bit form, a bit ambulance in the form. Trolley, no ties and a ben form the door. It's not say a fort. We also observed that the attendant seats. Attendant, we better ambulance na kunyo better. Attendant seat at the head of the trolley, which was a swivel chair, was not firmly fitted. Kunyo we better more better so no. Ene munye den papa. Kunyo ni munye den. Muntie problems no. Me say obi time. No say change na chin obehawa. What dey muntie. We also observed that the other seats at the other side were also too low. Kunyo no form dodo, and will not give comfort to paramedics. They were also without seat belts, which means the occupants would not be restrained during the movement of the ambulance. We also observed that the cabinets where medications and other consumables will be kept were produced with a mica with sharp edges, which can easily cause injuries. Into almost say, yeah, cabinet be a doing shame. Now, material near there and I know you're sharp, the bit me proud will be. We also observed that the drawers were also not self-locking. Auto draw anymore and one to I just say wow to many self-locking. It's not so your fault. We also observed that there was no medical equipment in ambulance. I think this was the most serious issue. No medical equipment. So these are the issues. And yes, ambulances, you have seen the exterior, you have seen the interior. But these are the problems. Sticker being tarihun akonya bi munye den. Cupboard be too more, I know it mean too much. I just say wow, what is afford to and akonya bi munye. The only thing was the medical equipment. But look, this issue, see, Ministry of Health of Orizie, Edane when between Big C. What kind of Big C for any problem? Now was think I buying back Dubai, ebe ye inspection, sakrani ashepekano. But the problem we are ready to solve it. And see, producer, there is a document, an addendum. The first thing should be like a memo. I don't think this is it. Get me that document. If you check your running order, you see a document. Some problems here, and when you almost say a ambulance, then papa no. Ministry of Health and Big C for what Nancy, and they solved the problem. They solved the problem. Big C workers, okay, the problem is in here. Yes, sending a technicians a bagana. Or solve problems in Amabai. Because it's a contract. A civil relationship. The supplier, the amount now say chimato or one. What do we do? I come and rectify it. It can be remedied. It is not fatal. Inti eba be yamamo. Medical supplies no. The entire nine can want to say you kind be buy. Out of the first 13, you kind be buy. You de buy, you know. Producer, this is not the. I'm looking for a memo. It's a document. It's an addendum to the agreement. A memo addressed to the Honorable Minister of Health. Is a very important document that viewers need to see. Say these defects now abanye cancer nti yabokano. Big C for ejitu mu say ye ba be yamamo. Medical supplies no so no ye de ni nyina ebremo. Medical supplies no. So producer, if I can even pick it here, let me see how I can get this for you. Let's see, Exhibit X. Okay, I think I will get that document for you. I wanted to read that document now. Producer, you keep looking for it for me. I want to read that document for you need so that you will know that there was an agreement. There was an agreement. Clear agreement between Big C and the government of Ghana that whatever problems there are with the ambulances, they are ready to fix it. And National Ambulance Service for Ankasa wrote a letter to Ministry of Health. See any Big C for Edin Komo. We solve a problem. You know. What this for me, I will read that document to you because I want to read that document.
Guys, the way job no dey this country is like, if I plead pay and they go your kids straight. I hear say brothers they do 2 to 3 jobs for that side. Oh,
Kofi, I agree with you. My bro will complete university like 4 years this. Still they search for a job. He rep application like 200. All for water inside. He for shit safe.
Guys. All this unemployment where they go for this country inside could be sorted out by John Mahama and the NDC's 24-hour economy policy. Easy.
Hey, how you go do them?
Simple. John Mahama and the NDC say them will encourage and support certain businesses, make them operate 24/7, preferably on the 3-shift system of 8 hours each, by creating an enabling environment that will promote productivity, competitiveness, and well-paying jobs for us after school.
Good, but man, make a busy question. We can companies and businesses with John Mahama and the NDC they refer to.
The 24-hour economy go primarily but not exclusively focus on agro processing, manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, constructions, mining, and the quarry marine industries, leisure and hospitality, the sanitation and waste management, digital startups, business process outsourcing, retail centers, financial services, modern markets, transportation services. Some public institutions like the Port and Harbour, Customs, DVLA, and Passport Office are all included. What the BME be saying, there are no limits to companies and businesses who go benefit from the 24-hour economy policy.
You sure say this 24-hour economy system go fit work?
Coffee pa, no be you where ID. You talk say manage the work 2 to 3 jobs for Yonki a day. So how you figure it happen?
Word. The 24-hour economy, they happen for UK, France, Germany, Sydney, even in South Korea. So it will happen for you.
See, this idea be very sweet. I'm not gonna lie, it be very sweet. Why people they carry one district, one factory, planting for food and jobs, moving from taxation to production. Where these ideas all pass, here all 10 beans. That be me my problem. Trust.
Guys. Make you not forget say or see a day your John Mahama and the NDC we build the Atuabo gas plant. The terminal 3 for the Kotuka International Airport and the Meridian Port Service Terminal. We right now said it be the second largest harbor for the West Coast. Where them all to the web 24/7 as we speak.
Then man, if you happy no, guys, me and they talk something no. For trust there, John Mahama they start to among all of them.
Vote for John Mahama, the nation builder, and the NDC for a 24-hour economy. Ejuma Pankwa.
Emre Ensida, Sanso and Riase, Ensiye, and Tiade, and was here so easy. You don't share your nine what Dakubia was able to answer Chaya and Brabum. And Tiadentina was here Trinitia. Aquania, and will rubber brimo. And Tiafe, see able to me a year 24-hour economy. I will feed the Juma Hodromo at a say Edufra and Eduyemo. Yen feed the Juma Hodromo. Yadan Siemo, Yahoni Diemo, Yahon Jemo. Aquanto. Boja anaso krano abefo kwanya yefa so di dwuma wo de wan kasa dwene ho ba enimeko awodo ya womo ewo customers ya ebe bia ye ho achie no a etese ye ports ene ye harbors no ye customs ye passport office DVLA ene de keka ho a wo nyina betumi abeka 24-hour economy ho ekoba ne saa ya brabo ewo micro Ghana mo ebe sesa na sesa ewo yeyo emo wei eya kwanya kese ya badawa ebeboa ami emputu nyuma afra konanim enti benwe nie se wo sie som se kua mi ahwese ebe ye adwumaden aboa amase ni swadi hunu wei abemo na sada yeso eye NDC amanyuko no ene betumi amana bemo da woni ma hodo a ye ede aboa se o my Ghana mpunto ebetumi ejene na so no 24-hour economy edimu akotene na beboa ama eni swadi hunu nyina ewie peye pepepe eba yadense affordable housing enwumesua entitiye yapomode ene de keka ho nyina ebe wie mudi ene tibeka NDC ene John Dramani Mahama na moyi nianse so my Ghana ebo my Ghana ni swadi hunu o my Ghana dai so entumi emrem ho emoda sanibia ene tibeni nie fawntuma ebe je ene NDC dia.
This is the moment of truth. We are discussing the criminal and unprofessional conduct of Godfred in that forcing trial. The and we've been on a journey. You do pompon so. Mama, who problems I what ambulance nearby and home. My catcher say Big C, any Ministry of Health for. Solve our problem because agreement no ma sign. There are such clauses in it. It's a problem bar. Na YNCC. It will record here. And thank you, producer, for this letter. Exhibit AF. The way you know court on Krata. Ministry of Health, National Ambulance Service. A memo. Now this letter, this memo, is to the Honorable Minister of Health. It is from Director, National Ambulance Service. Professor Ahmed N. Zakaria, on your politician, Professor Mua Aoda, Samreno, 22nd February 2016 of that National Ambulance Service and no. Muntie de cause submission of reports on the meeting between Big C Medical team, suppliers of the 200 Mercedes ambulances, and the Ghana Ministry of Health team, represented by the National Ambulance Service. Or say, this is to submit a report on the meeting that took place between Big C Medical team led by Engineer Hamed Sadashi and the Ghana Ministry of Health, represented by the CEO of the National Ambulance Service, Professor Ahmed Nuhu Zakaria, on the technical issues raised in the post-delivery inspection report on 10 ambulances out of the 200 that are to be supplied by Big C Medical. The meeting took place in Dubai on Thursday, 11 February 2016. Into we, you know, the relevant portion. Or the Aban Kai, or the Big C for so kind. We know say the following agreement and recommendations were made. These were the agreements. Obligations by Big C Medical. Big C Medical will ship all the equipment of the 30 ambulances to Ghana to fix them. Shipment is to be done this week. Big C Medical will send a technical team to Ghana when the equipment arrives. Big C will address and rectify all the issues raised when the technical team arrives in Ghana. Big C will train emergency medical technicians on the usage of vehicles and equipment when they are fixed. Commissioning and handing over will be done when the ambulances are ready. Big C will address the issues of maintenance workshops. Big C for G2. The ministry, the ministry will expedite action to get the remaining 20 ambulances at the port cleared at the earliest convenience. All the 30 ambulances will be assembled together at a location of choice. Clearance of medical equipment shipped by Big C will be facilitated by the Ministry of Health. Now, in October 2016, and a Big C for the Omoboshaso, where a bill of lading. Medical equipment Name ambulance mu amoji tumu so obode beba no mo shipping ni nyina bra tema port. This is the bill of lading. This is the bill of lading. Everything is here. All the medical equipment, including spare parts for ambulance. It contains 30 sets of medical accessories and defibrillators for 30 Mercedes Benz. Everything, medical accessories ni nyina ye de buy. Will you believe say besine aban say medical accessories no mon claim free port. That's all port. 8 years ni. Big C, mo say obi e the ambulance abremo. E ye trotro. Ya pa mo honto ma say nye trotro. Ye hudie wo. Mo call court mo say stick away abo ho no entare ho ye. Seat no emu nye den. Cardboard bi utumu a entimi I just say we desafo atum eno entimi nto. De mo kan ya emu aduru ni say medical equipment ni. And they have shipped the medical equipment to you based on agreement or money abayaye. Abaye say ye ko clear medical equipment ni be share ambulance ni mu a. Ye ntumi nka say John Mahama ne ato forcing. Eto trotro ne ba Ghana. Ye case na ye prosecute ati ato forcing na collapse. Because ambulance na ye say chimatowo hunti ye financial loss no. Medical equipment ni yabamu pe. It means the ambulances can be used. So abroni be yo say ye be kwa clear medical accessories no ne ye share ambulance ni mu na ye timi use de and ye can na tema port on say 8 years the things are still there. Now this thing, the agent of Big C Mr. Jackpa wakani nyina wona dance kratem. This is the bill of lading. And so if producer take me to Mr. Jackpa's witness statement, give me the relevant pages, let me quickly show viewers about this. Okay, in I want the paragraphs of Mr. Jackpa's witness statement, where you will see clearly he explains said all these problems can be remedied, and indeed, not Honorable Setepe, Honorable Jackpa, and indeed we rectified it. We sent the accessories. Abain ready, and I will read just the portion about loss. Producer, just tell me the page. Let's go to the last paragraph that I said I wanted, which should be 60 something, right? 100 and something. Give me the last paragraph.
on this particular event. Yeah, paragraph 116. Paragraph 116. Muntie video. Paragraph 116 abusua for enche yebeko de asi wo court ni musisi. Or say it is after the documents marked as page 2 and 3 of Exhibit AK that the former Minister for Finance wrote. This is on. Let me go to the issue of loss. The issue of loss. For this is NDC 360. Today we are bringing you all the necessary facts. Okay, yes. No financial loss. So what's it? Insofar as causing financial loss to the Republic is concerned, two main facts are evidence. Ochechim, why he is not responsible for any loss in this matter. Now, he goes on and on to say that 106, I say that since government, let me zoom it for you to see. I say that since government has accepted the vehicles and has not terminated the contract, the only type of loss government can be talking about is the cost of rectifying the so-called defects, if any. In this case, however, it is clear that Big C is ready and willing to install the medical equipment in the ambulances, subject to the government clearing the medical accessories or equipment from the thermal ports. Where then is the loss government is complaining about in these proceedings? Loss in a way. What ambulance? Obi the ambulance abrel. What's the problem? Or say me the one year many in abrel. When I hear consignee, I buy pet through Ministry of Health, they bet me a clad in a free pot. Obi into being clear. I buy say a brony be ye men clear that. Send a bay I meet to media to force your kujina court to say ambulance not toy and your papa. Ye clear near the video to gumu ambulance, and bet me you sue. I'm a Ghana for your own faso. But on ye. Let's go back to the presentation. Time with you. Now, this is the case in court. And we have been expecting, say, Attorney General nobody is afraid of prosecution. We believe that we will get justice in court. Ma court ni asem no na court ni mua obi amua. Ontie de Godfred Ameka ontie de atofo seneka na yemfa no krento baby e wose ye deto. But asem ye dia e na nano ya wode ya 23rd May 2024. Nano ya wode ya ekupie mu court. Ye call ye no owura Jakpa oye anamsi ni ma Big C e na wo di adanse e na lawyer for ato force bisa no question during cross examination. Now all you question no it was about the seal on the letter honorable ato force etwe no di adanse say etwe say letter no e minister of finance say tekpe enema ho kwan say ato force ntwe. Now when I go for that, sorry, no, say my lord objection. Owura Jakpa on so in defending ho. As I will defend it at forcing. And yet no no I won't defend no. And Mr. Jakpa say, hey, Sana Beka. Attorney General me pesa what he say wo na wo adwen bone say. Wo pesa media dance crew mu to at forcing so. Because only me share anado the so say at all hours. What friend me share. Wo catch them say me back court wa. Asem wa obebi se media no minya no say na menka bi muaw na what media to force ya to prison. You want me to falsify and skew my testimony to help your case. Scandal na abani nyina ne fare by ni esi court. I am not fabricating it. It is in the record of proceedings. I am showing you the certified true copy. Producer, certified true copy. I'll put it on our NDC 360 page from page 24 to 31. Mr. Jakpa asem wo kan e wo court. She no so say adanse or testify under oath. Just say we odin say adanse a wo kan e no kre. Na so odi tura ye betumi de na koto afiase for perjury. Certified true copy any certified true copy. The record of proceedings of 23rd day of May 2024. Now if you go to page 24 of the document, if you go to page 24 of the document, this is what is there.
lawyer Tamakulu ne air cross examine. I say, let me just go down. Question. In the specific case of this transaction, can you tell the court what were required in the LC to be honored? I say, Jack say, in this particular case, particular LC, they are condition precedent. I cannot enumerate them offhand. That needed to be met, blah, blah, blah. So he goes on. Have a look at Exhibit B2. Let her now to force and train. Can you see a seal on Exhibit B2? I say, yes, my lady, I can see a security seal. Can you tell the court what seal it is? If there is any name, agency, or department? I say, it is the Controller and Accountant General Department security seal. Then, only need you come on. Come on, and Honorable Godfred Dame. Say Honorable Godfred Dame. This Honorable Godfred Dame, sorry. I say, my lady, I'm a little bit constrained to intervene because the Minister of Finance at the time was in court and testified about authorization. I wonder what Mr. Jackpa's business is to testify about authorization. In the court, then Mr. Jackpa came in. Then you can't say Mr. Dami came in again. My lady, the point I am making is actually part of my objection. If my learned friend wanted to go on record, then let it be. So then Mr. Jackpa comes in. Mr. Jackpa comes in here. The air cano and ye boy is be a dance here wedding court abra wedding sister becano cre. Mr. Jackpa Neka say, oh, my lady, I want to put on record that I am not here to defend A1. Then the court comes here. I say, I have not told you that you have defended A1. I say, no, I am not talking about you. I say, Mr. Jackpa, the Attorney General did that. He accused me directly and I want to respond. Then Mr. Jackpa comes. My lady, I have heard that, but I want to make it clear here that the Attorney General has on several occasions had meetings with me privately at odd hours, both in person and on phone in respect of this case to cooperate or answer questions in a manner that will make his case better against A1 Atoforsen. And I have refused. And I have evidence to that. And so, and so if he is accusing me here that I am here to defend A1, he has brought hostilities to my doorstep. And I am responding to the hostilities. And if he continues on this angle, I will open the Pandora box. And we will all know actually what transpired. He has brought it up and I will give it to him. Until when the court had to intervene to calm down. Until press release, he said, NDC for your same way one dance here. Mr. Jackpa was not lying. Until they are dancing and better abonting. And some people said, oh no, we tape among famra. Edu baby kwana say, oh, tape na NDC for no. A Supreme Court judge be fear na see here. And now then what the born na wunim say e ba beche na wa start take we no mu asem. So we decided to swerve them. Producer, back to the presentation. We did the press conference, but meeting corona no mu free say the who tape be ba na yamfa ye the foforo because we have a lot of tapes. And yet the bank kakra. So our national chairman addressed a press conference. We won't play to you the entire tape because the tape is out there. But for purposes of this presentation, I will play two aspects of the tape. Wow, bet say Godfred Damia. Akwebi oti good evening, God, a friend of Paul Adomochre. On the SCSA, Jackpa was begging Godfred Damia to drop the case. But you will see that it was Godfred Damia and a papa yache or Hano. So, oh, kwa letter of credit in Bisawa, can he say? If you saw agreement now, condition, can he say? If you listen to the full tape, you will see everything. But you got to a certain point, now name Mr. Jackpa. And then Mr. Jackpa said, Debbie, Nipa Antina say Nipa Bonesa. Attorney General, the opposite menyan me ya meditro. Na mema innocent man, akwa that prison, enti mi nye, producer bossa tape in mame.
You pay only after the goods have been delivered. But that's also the contract, not so.
Yes, but then the financial instrument for the project is an irrevocable letter of credit. So good. So that credit letter has already been sent.
No problem. But in my view, that letter of credit area, the contract requires that you pay by letter of credit, not so.
Yes. In addition, we should establish it upon the sign of the contract. So already you have paid.
Upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes. That no, upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance, since there was no advance mobilization, advance payment, that LC was a security that you have to establish ahead.
No problem. The signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance. Is it the contract for the contract for every 50 ambulance?
Pardon?
Is it the contract for? I'm saying upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes.
Is it the contract for the every 50 ambulance?
The contract is for 200 ambulances in tranches of 50.
Good, hold on. So that contract for 50 ambulances is different from this one?
No. It is, the contract is one contract for 200 ambulances, which has been broken down within the contract for every, you establish LC for every 50 tranche. So you have 4 LCs for the 200 ambulances.
So that part I disagree with you. But if you look at the terms of the contract, it's quite clear. And it should not be difficult for you to accept because really it doesn't put you in any problem at all. That does not put you into any difficulty. I don't know the Minister of Health, the Minister of Finance. So for me, if you accept that, then it doesn't put you in any difficulty.
The problem I have in accepting that for you, for you is that in there are letters that confirm that both from government and from our principal, that is for every 50 ambulances. That confirms that, and I'll be tendering those letters in. So I cannot go against what the letters say and the contract say because I was the agent at that time. Japan Business was the agent.
Hold on. LCs on site. Payment shall be in yours. First, if we said there shall be no advance payment.
Yes.
What does advance payment mean?
What it means is that you are not the supplier was not going to be paid any cash, any money for him to use in procuring all the accessories and everything to manufacture. So the manufacturer will use his own money to buy the ambulance vans, all the accessories from across the globe, with the security from government being the LC. And the LC has conditions precedent.
Hold on. Yes, advance payment not mean paying in advance of the delivery of the goods.
They said no advance payment.
Yes, advance payment means that you are paying before the goods are delivered to you.
No, they said no advance payment. Not that there's advance payment. Yes. No advance. Mean that you will not pay.
Yes, until the goods are delivered to you. Also.
Yes.
Yes, so until the goods are delivered, you don't pay at all.
You don't pay.
Also. So, and then also it goes ahead to say that payment shall be in a free manner. LCs on site. In my view, if we agree to this theory, it's so simple. The theory of the case.
Not agree to the way you want to go. The way you want to go about it.
So let's agree. Let's describe it that way. Let's describe it that way. I want to go about it.
Okay,
if we agree this way, it makes it simple.
Yes, it will make
it doesn't also involve. It doesn't involve any difficulty for you.
Yes, I agree. I understand your point. That it doesn't.
When you say there's no advancement, yes. When you say there's no advancement, ordinarily meaning in Ghana that you don't pay until you get your goods. Now the contract here, even the clear terms, unless maybe you guys did not draft a contract for it, says LCs on site of goods shall be established upon the signing of the contract for every future.
No, it was the contract was drafted by government. It was done by government. And it was an AG department perused the contract and approved the contract for government.
It is not a problem. We had the approval. Every contract is actually approved before later when they implement it. Then problems.
You see, what the difficulty I have with your position is that you see, frankly speaking, fine, as you are saying, if I agree to your position, how you want to go about it and how you want me to go about my answering questions and things. If I go by that way, frankly speaking, I'll be dishonest because I know that is not how it's supposed to be. And I'll be dishonest, and I'll be dishonest in such a way that I'll be assisting for someone I know is completely innocent about this. For example, Atu Forsen, to be jailed because I knew something was wrong, was not the way, and I decided to keep quiet and to answer the question in a way that will make your case better for you to jail him. I'll be battling with my conscience. That is the problem I'm having. Anytime you bring up this issue with Unikulende, when I went to Unikulende's place, anytime you bring this issue, that is my problem I'm having. Because me, for example, I am in this case because I'm innocent and I'm going through ordeal. So I'm looking at another person also going to go through ordeal, and through me, because I know the truth and I decide not to say it because I want to help the AG make his case. And I ask myself, what is my interest in it?
I'm not asking you to really help me. I'm just going by it. But anyway, so that's fine. So this one, just by the way.
I hope you get my difficulty.
It's on the phone. I don't even know that.
Oh no. No, don't worry about that one. My issue. I'm talking about. Oh no. You and I will be meeting. You'll be meeting me at my cousin's place. And you've been bringing this issue up several times, and I keep telling you that I can't do that because it doesn't sit well with me.
The terms of contract. The terms of contract are simple, and it's on site service upon the side of the contract for every time with us.
Yeah.
We just played portions of it because it was 16 minutes 5 seconds. We played it yesterday. We're giving you the relevant portions. Obi was say wabokrono. Jack Pay, or no agent for Big C for ya. When I was here, somebody ambulance abre trotro. What did I could you call to Dinasen? That one in the Kobo 9th April 2024 and up past 7:12 a.m. I will show you the evidence. Nipe kokota kodia dansia. Ufisa who prosecutor ufisa who case. I was say when wait me establish a good case. First match in Kumu River. First match, Godfred is not a lawyer, he is a legal terrorist. He is a fixed match merchant, a very corrupt character. Telling Obi I was about my chrono say, Uba be dia dance wo kuto ba oba maybe say can see. Ni pay say me yes sir na me di bone. Me to be fast anya to for sin. Dia wo kano me kasa e yentro, and he is supposed to testify to the truth as he knows. He testified, lawyer for better, so dear dance here based on matters within his personal knowledge, and yet within the knowledge of the Attorney General. So, no, I made it a dance here. You are even supposed to cross-examine him. Why are you fixing a match with him and telling him what to say? Adia we be Ghana da. Na the who Mukrane say, Godfred Dami and say, oh, Mr. Japanese BB. My timetable, I was me too quiet on tea, and I was court to meet me. It was dancing now, Baby, in Mister. Try not slow down. Shimwana a dancing, me nimwe na watching. Senebea, meet me too quiet. Now, Japase were how, me documents doors, and to be quiet, but not at that can me how cry. I say, oh, Japana, dear Bako, bit me, I have one messon say, wait me, I could medical excuse duty. Obi a 1 year old, Japain Yare. Ghana Attorney General, a by lawyer Penisi, oh, could give fake medical report to Brasa Wayare. Send a court to be to a semination. Massa, oh, my ben yet to me, would you tea, mammy? See that part of the tape.
Me, that's my timetable for the rest of the day.
Oh, that means that you are not going to be around.
So, yeah, and then even next week, the whole of next week, I'll not be around. There's a way of you not even finishing next week. I would appreciate.
Oh no, okay, no, I'll not finish next week. I don't think I'll be able to finish because the documents are many. So you will surely go and come and meet me.
Oh, no,
but that will also depend upon the judge's behavior.
You can bring one medical excuse next week.
Okay.
Just
okay, fine. If you bring a medical excuse next week.
I said you. I bring medical excuse.
No, you are saying that I should bring a medical excuse next week.
You can if you want.
My brother, you want this one to issue bench warrant for me again?
Right. Anyway.
Because you can see that I was really in admission, struggling for my life, and she issued bench warrant for me to be arrested, and my name was put everywhere. Now, if I go and do another one, as you are saying, my brother, this one will issue another bench warrant for me and destroy the little of my reputation left. He will destroy it.
No problem.
But you will surely go and come and meet me still talking. So don't worry.
No problem. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Baba.
Abusafo, ene da hono. Ene da hono. How low we have sunk as a country. That then we have criminals in important offices. Somebody like Godfred Dame as Attorney General. Carbon and what's for him so nimurachen ubia. Ne spokespersons and media advisors Paul Adomo Tremo say ato force ne Jakpa mo na epa na chew. Mo hwe no enim buasini. Oni decency impose o tu kwan a obeka no kra kire court say bi tu kwan. Na nya bia Godfred Dame ni deputies no omabon ana. As a tu kwan and the deputy entimi ni asem we. I just said, who catch a witness to go and forge fake medical excuse duty to defend the courts. This man, can he be an attorney general? That was your fault. Obibeka said, why are we talking? What is serious about this? Godfred Dame is a lawyer for your womra. Emrano, your friend, legal profession, professional and etiquette rules 2020 LI 24-3. Rule 13 say, we a lawyer, now we do assemble court wa. To many accused person and a party in the matter. Nipedia or can't seminar home. Ain't mean come as a lawyer directly. A brand nipa no lawyer. Say nipa ni lawyer will be to me nakasa. But nipa no lawyer represented party. I just say one in a lawyer kasa. And as a lawyer ma on who kwinse one in kasa. The entire mrane sane say. Lawyer ni mumra, ordinary person ni mumra. Na yempese lawyer ni be dada will be a woni mumra. No wamana kwa ye bibia no betumi no. That is why that rule is there. Mate se bi musi o na Jakpa na oni lawyer omoboa. Enkomo we it was recorded on 9th April 2024 year. Jakpa's lawyer was Tadio Sorry. The respected Tadio Sorry. At all material times I want to he had a lawyer entro. Into what breaches our rule no. Emrebi a fabrication of evidence. Section 213 and 214 of Act 29. The attorney said, "Wow, we be catch you be say uncle di tronchere court to be ano. Wo commit a crime, we a criminal. Oboni awa ye your friend of perjury. Ko si obi nko di tro enchere court. And you can go to jail for it. It's a second-degree felony. Sa bonne no na Godfred Dame yedi. A lawyer formula now so rule 54 say, to me, integrity of evidence. You can't tell a witness to lie or deceive a court. We a lawyer now catch you be say, obi ko di adanse or court. Ade onim no ko di ho adanse. Enye de wunim. Say be ono an lawyer crying to me can asemo nshana no say koka we. Because you testify about matters within your personal knowledge. And see, for Dame to tell Jakpa say, Koka way or say no. Obwa enyesanete. Koka way or say no. Obwa enyesanete. He has breached that rule and committed a crime. Dame the criminal. Then rule 40, special responsibility of a prosecutor. And also so clear. When you're a prosecutor, you have a higher responsibility, special responsibility. So we'll be doing no now wafa attention ne kwanswa ye wadwuma. We are one force so Jakpa say won ko dia dance crew mu about the letter of credit. Now what to me I build a false case against Ato Force no. We a honorable conduct of a prosecutor na. Oni mu hwene ni. Ni kiki na se no. Adwen papa bia ni niti. Adwen papa bia ni akwa waiting. We no mo nam crew say we have the men oni mu mra no. Fixed match in Kwa. We've told you that is a stock and trade. That is his modus operandi. You can't see evidence way. I bet the one will say 1 day, every day for thief, 1 day for master. One will say, I fed the MPP for one will say, Obi I want a master. Now Godfred Dame means say Obi share Jakpa. In the road Jakpa no. Also they were good anymore say. So this is there. Now, as same way AC court wa NDC for you can't see a press conference. Come and see. Godfred Dame and the lawyers, Deputy Attorney General, no issue statement. Oh, hey, MPDC for bois, BBN. And I may pass a wound tronco MPP for the May. Producer Mame 23rd May let press release Attorney General issue here. Just the first page, 23rd May. They said emphatically, almost a Godfred, that means any accused person in the case that he has not met any of them or even sought the cooperation of any of the accused persons. This is a press release from Godfred Dame office denying categorically say oni akwani shiada oni nkasada none of the accused persons, none. The press release, I will bring it later. Then the Attorney General spokesperson Ekan Joy say, oh, after some over that I say Godfred Dame share any of the accused persons dano. I am throwing this for a buano. Kwensima now my son say oh Shiano, but Oshiano Supreme Court judge bifi producer get the WhatsApp chats ready, at least the first two, get it ready. Or say the Supreme Court judge being a frere Godfred Dame so run fee. Or call you fear not one and Mr. Jack Pabebo until he was ambushed. Please let's see Mr. Jackpa on the Godfred Dame or more chats. This is 16th February 2022. 16th February 2022. Or say, I'm humbly, Jackpa send a message to Godfred Dame. I'm humbly requesting for a time and venue at your convenience to meet you for a private discussion. They have a private discussion. 16th February 2022 ton. I'm most grateful for that kind gesture from you. Because now, your money bill, Attorney General intervening, we're fulfilling the bill conditions. And I say, hope to hear from you February. 16th February. Sadana. I want to show you the, yes. 16th February in Komono, Nentuasweni. Godfred Dame reply. Or say, I will arrange through your brother. Thanks. Who is his brother? The Supreme Court judge. Obi say me person me share won privately. O say, oh, I will go through your brother. So connection man for. So no muzi o madwuma. Na wa da no ho anoma kokone e say wa be pepa wa no say, oh, Supreme Court judge bi na entrap me. Abu say, for tape ya ye boy, Supreme Court judge bi omu ana. Sa tape ne de, obu nim say ye wo ne ye wo so. Na ne mere beba. Ye money say, ha, ne mere beba. But the ya boy, ya swear wo ya boy. Phone call conversation. Abusianfo. Me catch them say Godfred Dame tape na me boy no 26 minutes. Phone call Godfred Dame na friend Mr. Jackpa. Tuesday 9th April 7:12 a.m. Any evidence in any. WhatsApp. We are locking to be deleted. This number Godfred Dame a block it. Minim the money MTN for ye. It's all free here. But you see, we have the real number there. You name, you know, everywhere we have the screenshot with the real number. And this is the number and some 12 in Africa Godfred Dame was for interview. And to Godfred Dame, the media still has this number. And to what delete cry to me the evidence is here. Now Matisse say oh na tape no na say Godfred Dame ne kasa 26 minutes. Na tape na ya boni is 16 minutes. 5 seconds here fake. The aka na beba. E by force say boni nyina. E fake a mo de we mo authentic na we. Na nye bia wo me ne udi nkomo for 20 minutes. Na me ne udi nkomo no do baby be 10 minutes. Am say akoi adwenboni wo ni team. And some were okay, was a record. Now me record the last 10 minutes now. And a man record the first 10 minutes. Until last 10 minutes now me record and fake na. What Kasa say? You don't think before you speak. This is what they are saying. Let's go back to the presentation. And it's am trust me share ne da ya chill. Afe Supreme Court judge been a trap me. And usuni producer Godfred Dame spokesperson on 54 seconds. As some more kind of Joy News. Say a Supreme Court judge been a trap Godfred Dame and bomber Mississippi. No be who say and Kofo no crane you believe them at your own peril.
But didn't have a lawyer.
That's what we are saying. So therefore it was a bit more reassuring for the Attorney General to know that there's a Supreme Court justice who is a relative to the accused person. So his presence, of course, would be in the best interest of the accused person. This is not Sebio Hisebushape. This is a justice of the Supreme Court. So when the Supreme Court justice invites the Attorney General to come over, and in that said meeting, Richard Jackpa shows up, and then the conversation continues in respect of the plea negotiations, then I don't think the Attorney General has done anything wrong, especially as I pointed out that at all material times that they met, the third accused person was not represented by counsel. MFA, you are a very good.
I didn't have a lawyer.
And can you back as a Namasione and the Dahono? And the Dahono lies they say have a short lifespan. On says here when you go say. He said the almost plea bagging, almost not only lawyer. 9th April, Ubi Uncle check a court, not Jack lawyer, tadio sorry. Into Munyan Trono. I feel almost na Attorney General catch and say, on cano cre, money need to be and also someone say a tro. It is not true. All the things about plea bargaining, there has not been any plea bargaining negotiations in this matter. No plea bargaining negotiations in this matter. Richard Jackpa and the trail letters. Ekoma Bain say, Maza, Mama ambulance. What's the problem with her? Accessories in Cajon. Yet the Abba, Moncler, and Panchimo, was a Moncler. Most prosecute me. Okay. Company no ambulance and they say, case we, a bit me good anymore. And the Monfa ambulances no emreye. Na yemfa musika mamona asem fa na asem ko and no bonibia ni mu very plea bargain Ghana ya shemra act 1079 ma ho kwan se wutimi yesa Attorney General say and also mempe sika no kra no mempe e was out to force in kodem omaya kidney patients ye pe sika de abo omu yetimi to kolebu renal unit mu because aban deka akufo ado ne ba wunya deka 4 million mu so mu disika Uso obi abo ya ka 2 million euros or say je wade na family ambulance na was say trotro ne mame and also so I was say wonye. Yet these same people in the Atu case and this one producer give me the Atu Forsen Atu Asian story. Obeka ya capital bank you no obu penyin ba ko e friend Atu Asian. Aban bo no ko adu say Bank of Ghana ma bank ni sika. Na owura no wiaye stealing. He was charged for stealing and money laundering and convicted. Say Bank of Ghana sika ye the man no of a 90 million ne basa 90 million ye 900 billion titi sika no atuesi no ni. Yet this case abaima atuesi en plea bargain so tuye sika na onko prison on tuye sika na yepe. Till we are 17 May 2023 atuesi handed lifeline to liquidate his asset and pay 55 million because he paid 35 million out of the 90 million. Obia yese we guilty of stealing and money laundering. Kwa yese utimi settle, utimi ye plea bargain tuya. Na Jackpani big sifu a omo de ka brel. U problem ane se sticker na ebo hono from na machiri. Akonwa ni munye den. Drawer bi utu mu eno amu ntimi nto. Medical supplies in or the medical supplies are brel. Wo se won claim report because person go NDC jo ma ama ne ato force animu ase. Then that person says, okay, what's what about 2 million euros? No problem. Family ambulance, mommy. Now, if I was to come out, almost said that we will prosecute the case. Go back to the presentation producer. This, where is the sense in this? You wonder whether these people think about Ghana. And I said, Godfred, I mean, I found when I was over Casana, with Johnny Figana. He said, we have Godfred, I mean, we'll come on the chim futru. Because Jackpa threatened, they say, I will open the Pandora's box and Ujane. And you all call in New York or say Delta mu and I capture and play mu or down there near capture. No spokesperson now wedding trading to Madame Vopasu. He was my vice president when I was SRC president at Ghana School of Law. Nice gentleman, but I don't know how to book Kusa, Omunisuba into Tronkwa. And also an essential for friend now on Fanny the call with Ghana. Eti comedian here, your friend Frank Davis. Or no, and press conference because that man said, Danny, the spokespersons who do the phone is a trouble for no Munyano. The comedian about by also ambulance near Trotro, ya pamon to Mamma Musanya cre. After also John Mahama Crano, Etra Bind say, I to force here, almost a cooperative. I want to warn the MPP. Producer, give me close up. I want to warn the MPP. You see, we are privy to so many things that the respect we have for John Mahama and Tienka wants them. Because you see, a conversation between a president and a former president is privilege. A conversation between a president and a former president is privilege. Now, President Akufo-Addo, if you don't want these comedians in your party, no more Kosovo John Mahamadi in this matter, we will spill the beans. The amount per se that privileged conversation, we will talk about it. You are warned. You see, then they say, oh, NDC per se a shell there to force. Nobody is saying it's about intra case anymore. Ye na court to mua, ye pass and ye pay. But then your Godfred, I mean, one debate in the assembly. The fact that we prosecute you be now what committed crime, criminal offense. I don't say, oh, you should use the prosecution as a shield. Send me prosecute to force into moment for me hundi. What's he doing here? So nobody is doing that. If you almost say, oh, you tape now, you're born, you're doctored. You see, the court has ruled on doctored tapes in the case of Kennedy Japan versus Anas. Court will say, so be the tape but now see a fake. Why we see a fake? You know, it was all called for authentic in the bra. It's authentic in a way. Which is you don't have a conscience. But for that matter, I don't know. The voice was something to me. I say, "Hey, doctor. You and I were not there. Oh yeah, then I will say, doctor. But for that matter, way. And then the jackpot said, "They say I will open the Pandora's box." Went to me and deny. I said, "Brother, you go court. Say tape me a doctor da. Obi abehu." Ufisa assembly about the kind of radio so near Kaswana. Now, Dr. Tape wants a security experts on NDC, on NPP. Friend Adam Bona, Wakam Wasem. Mummy already waka about it.
It's not doctored. Absolutely not doctored. Anyone who understands, you know, how bagging is done or how recording is done. And this, not even a third-party device was used. It was a direct recording. When I say direct recording, you can see, you know, there are no noise, you know, you have very minimal noise, just like a normal telephone conversation. It means that it was, you know, P2P recording, not where you call me and I set up maybe another recorder somewhere, put it on loudspeaker, and then I'm using the third-party device to record. This is a direct, you know, call it P2P recording, and so it's not doctored. And if you listen to the sequencing, if you gauge the sequencing, you can see Japa Richard's, you know, diction, his tonation, you know, it was constant, very constant. He sustained it. If you looked at the pitch, also he sustained that one as well. And then even with the AG, if you look at it, he spoke as if he was, you know, under his bed or somewhere, but also very sustained, something like that. And when you look at it, you know, anyone who understands the way these things are done will tell you that no, this will not pass for a doctored tape. Even up to the time they said goodbye to one another, this will not pass as a doctored tape. And you can send it to the FBI, you can send it to the CIA, to MI6, MI5, and they will all tell you the same thing I'm telling you.
This is a verdict of a security expert, not NDC, not MPP. Or say you're doctored. Or say MP, Obia, or I tell you, cry a chain on what I say, and you know. And you come for the watching, I say, Obeka, Menyere, Daminanka Samra. Is there any moment for strategy? Be said, Dame call to no maybe. Into the deputy, Mimi Krum ni, lawyer Tia Boan and Fanny Meje. So never Adame Ma, Obibiane Japa, Dame Upe Umpu, you come to court. Either you resign or you come to court. So I won't resign the Brabishia Japa. Won't resign the Brabishia Japa or court. Nasa was it tape near doctor that becan or court. You, I was for emergency, young Koyanim. Yeah, NDC, MPP for Kiso Concept Party, because Ghana phone day. We are not stopping people in this country. We are discerning. But let me give you the verdict of neutrals on this matter. NDC for Bryce Simmons of Imani, Africa. Bryce Simmons was paying Papa on the ambulance case. Prosecution of Ato Forsen, incompetent, needless. Bryce Simmons was a politics MPP here. We only NDC new Bryce Simmons. Me try the verdict of neutrals. Frankly, Kujo, Mubaka Papa we position oboye chipa. Imani Africa president. Muntie I say Facebook. I say I am sorry. I was wrong about AG inability to do what he has been accused of. Nipa ye bad. AG ye cobra. He must go. Or dame. Even the dame. Or ye cobra. And yet law be no practice you. Dame no to. Connection kwa. Dame and auto. Frankly, good I say I was right about the AG. Ato Forson's trial was political. It is a Sabijan Fimina Makasa now visit the NDC in America. Look at the verdict. By Simmons, Franklin Kujo, independent-minded Ghanaians. And most of the times, they criticize the NDC. We professor of law, Professor Apiaje Etua, 28th May 2024, no year published. Or say Attorney General's office, tarnished by NDC tape. He must apologize and resign. Professor said, "Dame, pachew na resign." We or NDC niana. MPP vote for Ghana and Nyansafo, but the Nyansafo sign Ghana for your wabotre. But the non-chess said you can take us for granted. Wabe wako kasa brabe you one way jane akwa kwese buchiri waka cho spokesperson say wonum ni phone and our summer concert party akwa is a Frank Davis say why make say a doctor guys obeka doctor na wafa onwedi. Experts have authenticated the tape and you will see the evidence of the authentication in court. And you bibia na yebeka na wa ha ha ye kon ho. Producer mame more of what neutrals have said. Give me more. This is Mr. Ansasare, former director of Ghana School of Law. Akufo-Addo down for pa. Ghana School, say ambulance case. Akufo-Addo must be impeached. I see into Akufo-Addo there so. If he doesn't sack Odame, I say when you Odame there into that there so. Ansasare no. But mama Reverend Kwesi Boateng ne lawyer no Bobby Branson. Mama ne there no. So no there MPP lawyer. Mama this is the last one I'll show you. Say I will step aside if I were the Attorney General, Bobby Branson. We there, Moamu news far. Madam for power, child there law school, lawyer Unimade. But MPP ni, on why aware. MPP lawyers are even calling for Attorney General to step aside. Let's go to my final slide of the presentation. This is the verdict of neutrals, not just Sami Jenfi. The verdict. So what are we asking for? Yes, number one, Godfred Dame, for what you ma to and as a Akufo-Addo you ready. Anyway, so Akufo-Addo you ready Parliament. Now what you be? O move say e be ka same way na what na MPP aye press conference na done political football ni etwa so. There will be a motion of censure against Godfred Dame. E be hwehwem e be TV so obi abehu bi. Afi so you say Godfred Dame must be prosecuted for telling a witness to fabricate evidence. It is perjury, second-degree felony. On one prosecutor na me say Godfred Dame I just owu. Onu musio grawa ma aban se san ye be prosecute no. Ye den be ko general legal counsel so aka ho. Nti everything you need to know about that forcing case na ma chirechiro mu no. The ekosu ni nyina no na me the evidence na bre no. You can decide for yourself. Yenim hwe kwa de dokore to ahye yenim sa aben. Mature the case of the state, mature the case of Ato Forcing. Mature the akoso wo court, the judge as to what the issues are. And I've shown you the evidence from Sir Tekpa and Mr. Jakpa about those evidence. Evaluate it for yourself. But Damia, what committed crime? Now what breaching the legal professional and etiquette rules? I was say a so. There cannot be any hiding place for him. Or by a airport. All resign mini problem cry. What the idea partners on court to Mr. Jakpa? Court. Tuesday is the day. Now let's read some of your messages. Bawa Zakaria Abdullah. I say good evening. The aficionado of communication. And to everyone on the globe, the damning revelation like Godfred Dame has exposed the long-held view that the AG has been engaging in judicial process manipulation. And a scap is full. And no amount of water that is brought from the sea can wash the dirty dealings of the dishonorable AG on ethical conduct. Abubakar Ibrahim Musa was keenly following the discourse from Insuatre in Bono region. I said the continuous stay in office of the Attorney General Godfred Dame and the subsequent justification by the MPP and their evil surrogates suggest that the MPP is indeed a democratic assassin. Godfred Dame must go. The next one from Kwame Prince says Godfred Dame is just evil and he must resign. He is not fit to be our Attorney General. Godfred Dame must go. David K. Abesi said the truth is that Dame is always evil and he must go. The Attorney General is wicked. The GBA is quiet. 24 hours after such an explosive scandal, the president is playing the ostrich. What a shame. GBA for your tremor. The tip is there. Producer, do you have Dame's speech at the 2023 GBA conference? Get that ready for me. I'll show them something. Like Franklin Kojo is saying. Okushia lawyer for at the bar conference in 2023. And someone will kind of now, Gilbert Malik say, we are still waiting for the original tape and the video evidence of the MPP. No one is above the law. Godfred Dame must go. Yes. Mona most yes are to force in the power Godfred Dame actual. Most of video tape you here. Adane Boachi bidin. Twan kontumpo masa for yera oda bontin. And I would be uncle concern Bruce if you feel now. On the money Muguase, tape in a way. And trophy. Foga Nukuno say in this serious pandemic gates, the press conference held by the lawyers Frank Davis and Anabi gave me serious mental distress. Omo no mu refuse. A kiso concept party no more. What Frank Davis presented was an insult to his own intelligence. I say, Faustina Anissa, Dame is a disgrace to the bar. The AG should do the honorable thing by resigning from his post as the state attorney and minister of justice. Now, producer, before I conclude, give me Dame's speech. Give me. Okay, let me give you the verdicts of the mature neutrals be brave. The same way, I want to give you the verdict of Kennedy Akompre Japan. Obi eni wa MPP ni channel. Obi eni wa boy MPP NDC HDD attempt channel. Wakasa aba case muntie Kennedy Japan. Say sami jemfi na wunyi ni a tie Kennedy Japan.
Things have gone on. Yeah. But honestly, I'll be frank. Menim sa semno wo court here. But yeah, I disagree. I disagree with Atu forcing the no. Yes. Now truth will kill me because Sawusi will be a minister of finance. Nese ministry be edine ya no establish LC manwa. Now kasa dia eni amu ministers na muti wana mu heli sayid. Mu hwani.
Ana we be a bibi wo mu awunim.
Well, but I'm telling you, Maridi Kakra, and I'm just saying, in principle, Sawuka James are forcing, causing financial loss to the state because he established an LC for a ministry. It is not his responsibility to check, say, it is the responsibility of that particular ministry. I will establish an LC on his behalf to check.
And on to the BSS of any.
What you say? Media, Mrs. Awu, you sue and no as causing causing financial loss to the state. I disagree. Okay. Me must state my position. And I'm so trying but
there be maybe I facts available.
I know the facts. I know. What you say? I disagree. Because yes, sir, ministers, you are not even empowering anybody to sign anything because they will take a clue from Atufos Indian. It is a real phone, sir.
Unfortunately, no, Atufos is in court. He has not been sentenced. So they are okay.
Yeah,
I think so. Obey you in the case.
Right. Until I'm saying court to a young canopy anyway. But you know, but my stating my position means no. I can't. I am not against Obi Awam this can no. But the crime be alpha so. Me I've always had a problem with causing financial loss to the state. So I charge you. Honestly.
No masione. Men kan ba ko enemesia ene da ho no. Bomuchichi finsu ase beka chos o denche me we ni nechinye. We by the way, Kennedy Japan ka asa we no nyanko presidential primaries ni lusuye na maka say he say ni buofu. We na wonya afekura na wo contest for MPP presidential candidate. But you see, and this is one thing I like about Kennedy Japan. Sometimes so nimunku dia sometimes he will say the truth. So MPP force away. We chant Kennedy Japan aka Bryce Simmons, everybody has said it. We'll be to ambulance. We'll see a trotra. Ambulance is ambulance, papa. And Yema will say a problem on one. And Yama getting kitty be a bit me solve. Medical accessories I was here, ya ship ya bro, 8 years in your port. Why now cause of financial loss to the state? Is it you are with your medical accessories, no? I will port for 8 years. Now ambulance ni see a room for 8 years, no? And now say nipa krona or no sign letter of credit on behalf of the minister, for the minister, with the seal of the minister. Minister Abakot Abeka I authorize him. We say even if Setekbe says he authorize him, maybe mean to. Even if the minister's seal is on the letter, mean to. No. But you see, Godfred, your sins have found you out. Your cup is full. Your day of reckoning has come, and you will never go free. This is NDC 360 Media and NDC. This was our 4th and special edition, and I hope you've learned something from this. And if you care about justice, I'm sure this will be part of the decision you make come 7th December 2024. It's also about corruption. It is about the devious characters governing our country today. And because one day it can be you. And we see ba na yen system na yen ma ban a ode atentene ne be ye adwuma emra na mo kan ye ho na yen sure says adami a ode justice ebo dame chacha wo krum ha no ida se ode na adwuma beto wa no ba be hia jakpa e wo court kai se voter transfer ekoso proxy list 30th of May to 14th of June. If you want to take advantage of that, yes sir, your vote is your power. Find your EC district office and do so from between the times of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. from 30th of May to 14th of June. And remember to vote for none other than His Excellency, the nation builder, John Dramani Mahama. Now what you send there, you better answer share bien. Unyami share munyina.
Semi,